Okay, we meet again in the final part of the today's lecture. After we discuss about measurement of variability, so this video will discuss about the measurement of variability. Okay, so we have two data set. So data set A, this one here, and if we correspond to the length of the leaf, yeah, okay, we have quite variable data here. So there is a smaller slip here, this one, and there is a larger leaf. So we have the smallest one, which is the length of the leaf is 8 centimeter, and the largest one is 20 centimeter. And there are any other uh, size, which is 10 centimeter, 11, and 9. So we call this data set has a high variability because we have the smallest one is 8, and then the largest one is 20, quite large in variability. And we take another example in this site here, which is a B data set. And this B data set, we have equal dimension of the leaf. Yeah? Okay. This is 12 centimeter, the first one. And then the second one is also 12 centimeter. The third one also 12 centimeter. The fourth one, 12 centimeter. And then the last one, the fifth one, is 12 centimeter. So we said that there is no or low variability in this data set. Okay. So the measurement or the value to check or to measure the variability, we can use a range, quartile range, or sometimes we call it as IQR, interquartile range, or we can use variance, and we can also use standard deviation. Especially this variance and standard deviations is very common. It's very common parameter in statistics where we use it very often. Yeah. So variance is symbolized with the symbol S square, and then the standard deviation is symbolized with the symbol S. So this is S square, and then this is S. Okay. Okay, how we calculate the range, the interquartile, variance, and standard deviation of dataset A and dataset B. So we will give you the illustrations, yeah. In order to calculate the range and also the interquartile range, we need to order the data. So we rearrange the data from the smallest one, so 8 centimeter, to the largest one, 20 centimeter. Okay. So this is 8, 9, we order the data, and then 10, and then 11, and then 20. Okay. After we order the data, then we can get the median, the middle value of the data. So this is 10 because we have 5 data. So the middle value is 10. Okay. So middle value, median is 10. Or it also denote as quartile 2 or second quartile or Q2. Okay. So Q2 is equal to median. Okay. After you take the median, at the left we have two data, and at the right we have two data. And in the middle of these two data, some things here, we take the average of 8 and 9. Okay. And then we assign this to Q1, which is 8 plus 9 over 2. And then you have 8.5. So middle value here is Q1, we have 8.5, and then middle value at the right hand side here is 11 plus 20 over 2. We have 15.5, and this is Q3. Okay, so we have Q1, 8.5, and then Q2, the median, 10, and then Q3 is 15.5. Okay, so now first we calculate the range. Okay, this parameter here, the range, yeah, denote as R. Range is quite simple to calculate. We calculate as the biggest data minus the smallest data. So this is the biggest data, 20, and then the smallest data is 8. We subtract 20 from 8, and then we get 12. Okay, so the range of the data is 12. Okay, and then the second parameter to calculate the variability of the data is interquartile interval, or IQR. IQR, and by definition, IQR is Q3 minus Q2. We already calculate Q3 is 15.5, and then Q1 is 8.5, and then you get 15.5 minus 8.5 is 7. Okay. Now, after we calculate range and interquartile interval, so this one and this one, we already calculate. To calculate variance and standard deviation, okay, we need to calculate the mean or the average of the data. So before we calculate the variance here, we need to calculate the mean of the data, the average of the data. The average of data is simple by adding up all of the data. So 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 20. And then we divide it by the number of data here, 5. After we add the above value, we have 60. And then the lower value is 5. 60 over 5 is 12. So the mean of the data is 12. So average of the data is 12. And then after that, we can calculate the variance, or S square, which is the sum of difference between the data and the average of the data. Okay. So we calculate the average. Okay, you can calculate the data minus the average, or the average minus the data is just the same. So 12, so the average is 12 here, minus first data 8, you put the square, plus 12 minus 9, you put the square, and then plus 12 minus 10, put the square, and then 12 minus 11, sorry, put it square, and then 12 minus 20, and then you put the square. Divided by n minus 1, okay, n minus 1, okay. And then we calculate 12 minus 8 square is 4 square, and then 12 minus 9 square is 3 square, and so on. And then you sum up this, 16 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1 plus 64 over 4, and then you have 27.5. So this is quite big value, okay, because we have high variability of the data. Our variance will be also big, okay. And then after we get the variance, S square, finally we can calculate the standard deviation, which is square root of variance, and then you take the square root of 27.5, this value here. Finally, we have 5.2 as the standard deviation of the data. Okay, I hope it's clear enough for you. And then we give the calculation for the B dataset here. Same thing, yeah. First, we need to rearrange data from the lowest to the biggest, because we have all the same data. The arrangement is not changed from the original data. Okay. So from this one here, we can calculate the range, or R, which is the biggest data minus the smallest data. This one here, the biggest one, and this one is the smallest one. So 12 minus 12 is 0. Okay. And then interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. Here you have Q2 is this one here. And then the Q1 is the middle of this one here. And then the Q3 is the middle of this one here. You have all the same value. Q1 is 12, Q2 is 12, and Q3 is 12. So you have interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1 is 12 minus 12 is also 0. Okay. The mean value, okay, because we need to calculate the mean value or the average value is the same thing, which is 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. You sum up all the data and then divide it by 5, which is the same again, 12. Okay. And the variance of the data is the data minus the average value here. You put square and then divide by n minus 1. Okay, so you put this all into the formula is 12 minus 12 square plus 12 minus 12 square plus 12 minus 12 square and so on, and divide by n. N is number of data, which is 5, minus 1 is 4. Okay, if we sum up the above value here, and then you get 0, and then over 4, and then you get also 0. Okay, so the variance of this data is 0, and then the standard deviation of this data is square root of the variance, and then this is square root of 0, which is also 0. Okay, I think that is the example how we calculate the variability of the data. So to conclude, the high variability of data is indicated by the high value of R, range, IQR, interquartile range, and then the standard deviations, and also variance. This all value is high also. While the data with low variability, we will have the range is also small. IQR is also small. And then the variance is also small. And then standard deviation also small. Okay. So if we see the small value of range, small value of IQR, small value of variance, small value of standard deviation, we know that the data has a low variability. That's to conclude our video today, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much.